everybody, Johnny Be Good here. Hello and good afternoon greetings from somewhere near South Holland, Illinois. Today is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. August 3rd, 2020. The local time is 4:25. Temperature is 74 degrees. And Grace and I are on our way to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, which is 141 miles. We are currently traveling on Interstate 294 toll road and Interstate 80 west. In about a mile and a half, we're going to be jumping off Interstate 80 and continuing on to toll road 294 north towards Wisconsin. I don't know. Sometimes I get torn between the people that don't like the short videos, between the people that like the long, boring actual videos of what trucking really is about. So today, did I say that right? So today, I'm just gonna film the whole entire route all the way up to Wisconsin state line. What do you think? From here, Wisconsin is probably around 77 miles. Alright, it is confirmed. After delivery tonight, boss man wants me to deadhead home. Stay home until Wednesday. Be in Chilton, Wisconsin until at 1 o'clock p.m. because I have an appointment with some tire shop up there. They're gonna change at least 5 trailer tires. And then I pick up out of Appleton on Wednesday afternoon. And that's all I know. God willing, hopefully it will all work out. I know I have asked this question many times. I've never gotten a really good answer. See those dualies? What would happen if you take one of those super wide singles? You know, the super wide single tire trucks? Put them on a dually. You think that would work? I think it'd look cool. Question for you. What if, as we are right now, as in people, what if we found one day we woke up, the world has changed, there are no more sickness, are no more famines, no more no starvations. I mean, we all know we can't live in a perfect world, not in this world anyway, right? What if we live in a near perfect world? Would that be a good thing, or would that be a bad thing? I don't know, man. I think that if we somehow found ourselves living in a world where we didn't need each other, I think that would really be a horrible world, I think. Maybe that's why God allows so much bad things to happen in this world. Because if we live in a world where we didn't need to pray for someone, or even if you're not a believer, I don't think we'd be living in a very selfish life, I think. I mean, think about it. As we are right now, we seem to sympathize for other people. We come together, pool our resources together, and help somebody, right? We pray for one another. We even make sacrifices for each other. I just thought about, I was watching kind of a question video a couple days, that why does God allow so much bad things to happen in this world? And it dawned on me that if we didn't, what would, I mean, human nature, as we are, you don't need to be a religious nut to recognize that we are selfless people, selfish peoples, and I really believe that because of hardship and the pain, that we become better people, I think. I mean, we can't live in a perfect world as an imperfect people, right? That wouldn't work. In order for us to live in a perfect world, we need to be perfect too. Just a thought. Just a thought. Alright, here's a question for you. This is not a partisan question. This is just for the sake of knowledge. What if, for some reason, Joe Biden picks any candidate, presidential candidate, but since Joe is there right now, so let's pick on Joe. As I said, it's not a partisan question. It is just a question of what if, right? Could be Democratic, Republican, Independent, whatever. What happens that if Joe Biden picks a vice president candidate, that vice president a week later after announcement gets disqualified because of some skeleton that came out. You know what I mean? Political skeletons. So the vice president candidate would have to bow out. And each and every time he picks a candidate, the same story until election day. What happens to a presidential candidate that can't find a vice president candidate? How does that happen? What is the outcome of that election? Would he be allowed to run as a president? Any presidential candidate would be allowed to run for president without a vice president? Here's another question. What if the vice president, or what if the presidential candidate gets caught with a skeleton, with a political skeleton 2 days before, or a day before the election? What happens then? Does the current president keep on going, or another 4 years? As I said, don't mistake this as it's against Joe and Trump. It's not. This is. Please don't take my word out of context. This question is solely for anybody and anything. So again, what happens then? Does the election gets canceled? I don't know. I don't know why these stupid question comes to my mind. I really don't. I find it annoying, really. But it does. Somebody lost their fire extinguisher laying on the road. I would love to see it. Somebody ran over it. That thing would just explode to a cloud of dust. You know what I mean? I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed the yesterday's video, or yesterday's video, I guess, with the West Virginia instrument panel view. I thought it came out pretty good. By the way, a special shout out to Doug Thompson. I think Doug is from Tennessee, Memphis area maybe. All right, Doug asked a question. How does the backing assist work? For those of you who may not understand what that is, or maybe I'm not naming the right name for it. Let me start off by, I had a truck long time ago with WEL. Type in JBG Travels / the White Beast. That truck was a Freightliner Cascadia. No, Columbia. Freightliner Columbia. And it had the early stages of auto shift. Let's put it that way. An auto shift is like an automatic transmission, but it's a manual transmission, except the computer's the one that shifts it for you. Anyway, the White Beast had a clutch, it had a brake pedal, an accelerator pedal. I don't remember where the gear shift was. I don't remember where it was. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, that truck, in order for you to put it in gear, you had to press the clutch down to the floor. It still had a clutch brake on it. Alright, for those of you who don't know what a clutch brake is, the clutch pedal, you had to press it all the way down to the floor to stop the flywheel in the transmission part from spinning, so you can put it in gear. So once you press it all the way down to the floor, you put it in first gear or reverse, and then you slowly ease off on the clutch pedal like you would on a manual transmission. Basically, imagine a manual transmission truck. That's how it worked for the first gear, neutral, or reverse. But once you got it on first gear or second gear, it works just like an auto shift or automatic. It will shift for you. But when you come to a stop sign, or when you come to a complete stop, you would have to press the clutch to disengage the transmission. Otherwise, just like a regular transmission, you'll log the engine and eventually kill the engine. The nice thing about that truck was when you're backing up, it backs up really slow, and you can even back it up a lot slower by sliding the clutch. You can finesse your backing speed according to your preference. So again, to make the story short, all that was is an auto shift with a clutch on it. Now the second generation auto shift, in my experience, came from a Kenworth T680. Now that one was a full-blown auto shift. It works like a automatic transmission. The problem with that transmission is that in order for that truck to keep moving, you would have to use your accelerator pedal and apply engine power to it. For example, if you were parked and you put it on first gear or second gear, and then since it doesn't have any clutch, the truck will not move. The truck will only move until you apply some diesel power to it. And the tendency of that is that, well, that wasn't the forward motion wasn't that critical. It was only critical when you're trying to back up, because when you put the accelerator pedal, when you apply it, you have a tendency to over apply the accelerator pedal, and then you end up kind of jerking the truck backwards. And it was bad when you're trying to back into a dock. Chances are you'll slam your trailer on a dock. So what you had to do to prevent that was apply your foot brake with your left foot, and then on your right foot apply the accelerator pedal, and you somehow alternate the gas pedal and the brake pedal, kind of like applying a little bit of applying as minimum power to reverse, and then using your foot brake to prevent it from slamming on a door or somebody's truck if you're trying to back into a hole. Again, if you put this truck, you know, if you were to put that truck on reverse, it will just sit there until you apply a little bit of power. And many times I've almost back into people's truck. So that was somewhat the second generation of auto shift. Now the third generation, and I'm not really sure which one was first. Maybe it had a first and second generation and third generation. But I'm just saying in chronological order of my experience. The first generation was the Columbia. Second generation transmission was the T680. And then now this is the third generation of auto shift that, in my opinion, they have gotten all the bugs out. By the way, the first transmission or the second transmission would sometimes you start the truck, you try to put it in gear and it won't start. Or yeah, you try to start it, and since the safety feature of the transmission, the sensor says you're still engaged with the engine, it will prevent it from starting the truck. So many times I had to call road service to have a mechanic go underneath the truck and turn the flywheel, I don't know, maybe a turn or two, just to get the truck started. That was the first generation and second generation's problem. Now this truck, Your Grace's transmission, I've never had to call anybody. And on this new transmission here, if you put it in gear, whether forward or reverse, the truck will not move until you apply power. But here's the kicker. Once you apply power and let the truck roll for about 4 or 5 miles an hour, then the transmission will stay on first gear and it will roll, and it will stay locked, to roll. And that's what I call a backup assist, or a crawling assist. You can let this truck run at 4 miles per hour once you reach 5 miles an hour and let go of the accelerator pedal. And that's the beauty about this truck when you're trying to back in. That's the big difference between the 3 generation transmissions in my experience. A couple of days ago, somebody asked me if I like Your Grace. Yeah, definitely. It's got some little bit of a glitch on the software and stuff like that, but so far so good. Your Grace has not left me. Your Grace has not left me on the side of the road yet. I don't remember. It rides smooth, very quiet. The power could be better, I suppose, but then again, I've never met a truck driver that says, no more power, no more power. Yeah, we always crave for more power, don't we? Right now, we're averaging at 7.4 miles per gallon. Most common question is, how does it handle in the snow? I've had no problems with it. I've had 2 winters. And as far as the most important aspect of the truck is the inside, livability and comfort. So far, it has been the best truck in my trucking experience. Hey, got good news, man. I don't know if you guys gonna like it or not, but the boss man has dropped the 2-year experience minimum to a 1-year experience. As long as you're currently employed or recently employed. He's looking for a couple of drivers. So if you guys know anybody that's looking for a truck driving job with a small town family owned trucking company, try ADL, talk to the boss. You can find his information, apply, you know, how to apply, where to apply. You can find his information on the comment section on the 4th year review with ADL Transport. I think it's truck number, video number 205, maybe. It should, I pinned it on the top, so you should be able to see that. I don't know how much the sign-on bonus is going to be. It wouldn't hurt for you guys to try it out. Check it out. Alright, how about a temperature check? 70 degrees. I thought we over here in the United States have it bad when it comes to the lockdown. In the Philippines, according to John, people are being fined just on their property, not wearing a mask by themselves. Man, that's just crazy. It's 1,000 peso fine, which is $20, but that's in Philippine standard, that's a lot of money. $1,000. That's kind of like $1,000 over here. If the cops find you outside your house without a mask, it's $1,000, 1,000 pesos. I mean, that's just crazy. That's like martial law, man. Uh-oh. Hey, Bob. Are you leaving? Really? So the hurricane is done and over with? Where are you at now? Oklahoma City? Really? Heh. When did you leave? Oh, yeah? Wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, over there in Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, I think. Yeah, yeah. No. In Oklahoma? No. Eh, yeah, New Mexico. Yeah, you'll see. 40 in New Mexico is good. Sure, sure. Yep, yep. You'll love it. That's it? Wow. That's crazy. So are you gonna post your videos and pictures on YouTube so we can see it? Yeah. Well, just yeah. Well, just use your phone or your GoPro, and then just, you don't have to do fancy editing. Just put it up there. I even talked to, I even told my subscribers about what you're doing, and I told them, if you can do it, better do it. Don't let the time go by. Why? Oh. In August? Well, happy birthday. used to it. I mean, how many birthdays have you spent on the road, you know? I'm really looking forward to seeing you post your videos on. I would prepare on YouTube so that way everybody can see it. Well, if you have any question how to upload your video, I mean, just call me. Did you ever explore the idea of the iPad? Talked about? Seldom go to Costco. Well, I think it's a better place to get it. It's a little bit more pricey, but they got deals and you know whatnot. So, and I think they have a program, Bob, that you can trade it in and they'll buy it back, or some kind of a deal with Apple. So yeah. Every time it goes up, do you just buy more share then? Is that how it works? Okay. just on the computer. You don't go through a middleman, right? You don't stockbroker. That Apple's the first company in the world that reached $1 trillion in company's worth. That's a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Amazon? Sure. Yep. Yeah, it's done through Amazon Prime, I think. Yeah. So Bob, what? Oh, go ahead. Oh no, it's worse than C.H. Robinson, I think. Yeah. I think they're worse than C.H. Robinson. and I don't know, but the one over there in Fort Worth, Texas, where I delivered, right across the street is an Amazon distribution place. And Bob, you can see those black vans go in there, hundreds of them, in convoy. I mean, you're talking, it's almost like a train. It's crazy. They go in and out of there just, I don't know how they work. I really don't have any idea. Well, my question to you was, right now, you're having this road trip, man. I'm kind of curious to what you're feeling like. I mean, you probably think you should have done it a long time ago. What? Yeah. It's different, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. When was the last time you updated your PC miler? Yeah, that's it right there. And then those are trucking routes, so yeah, you're not comfortable using the Google Map? Yeah, well, you've got unlimited data, right? Just do you have a phone holder you can mount on your dash? Should have stopped at the Oklahoma Memorial, bombing memorial. Very interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Don't you have XM on your radio anymore, Bob? Oh. Yeah. So again, what are you feeling being out on the road like that now? It's pretty excited that, but yeah. Take your time, Bob. Take your time. Oh, yeah, jeez. Boy, no. I bet you can download the app on your phone and sign in, and that way you don't need the card. I mean, I know, right? Yeah. How many miles did you end up driving yesterday? Yeah. Yeah. Bob, I've been monitoring the hurricane situation in Florida. I mean, so is that all done and over with? I mean, it never hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, you told me. Now, does Trotty know how to start up the engine generator? Yeah, I would imagine Blake would have to come over, right? Yeah. Does that have an electric starter, or is it a pull start? I see. Yeah, it's pretty big. can't carry everything. Bob, what's the situation with the cruise ship down in Florida? Are they still anchored out in the sea, or are they? everything is up in the limbo right now, Bob. Even our planned trip to the Philippines next year. That's, you know, who knows? Yeah. Well, Bob, have a good trip. Be safe out there. God bless you. Don't forget the prayers. Really wish you would share those pictures and videos. It would really be cool. It'd be cool. Have fun, Bob. Yes, sir. Yeah. Bye. Hey, sorry about that, everybody. That was Bob from my retired truck driver from Florida. He's actually in Oklahoma City right now, driving a Toyota Avalon. Bob is somewhere around 68 years old. And he's been a truck driver since, I don't know, early 80s. And this is his first time to be out that far out west. Never been out there. So he's finally done it. He's on his way. He said he's going to the Four Corners, which is Utah, Nevada, New Mexico, and Colorado, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I was asking him about the situation on the cruise ship. A couple months ago, there were 6 or 7 cruise ships that were anchored out to sea, full of all kinds of people from around the world as you know, the crews, the employees. They were not allowed to hit land. But he said there's about only 2 cruise ships right now out there by Port Canaveral. He doesn't know where the rest went. What else did he say? He said his oldest son not happy with him because I guess one of his grandson is having a birthday tomorrow, and he wanted, you know, Bob to be staying home to celebrate the grandson's birthday, but Bob feels like he's kind of running out of time, and God willing, there'll be more birthdays to come for the little kid. He said he's pretty excited, so that's pretty cool. What else is there? I guess for a while they were having a hurricane watch down in Florida, but where he lives right there by New Smyrna Beach, they didn't even have a single drop of rain. So he left yesterday, drove for about 700 miles, and he said he's averaging about 42 miles per gallon on his hybrid Toyota Avalon. That's about it, really. All right, the local time here is 5:38 p.m. Temperature is 66 degrees. Welcome to Wisconsin. I think this is Racine, Wisconsin here. And we're about 57 miles to Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I don't know, I guess I'm tempted to just let the video run all the way. I'm just pretty excited to be going home tonight. Man, oh man, I hope that roundies will not take their time to unload me today. That would be so cool. The official appointment is 2200, which is what, 10 o'clock? Odometer reading is 288,981.5. Averaging at 7.4 miles per gallon. To Interstate 43 South, 894 bypass. Exit 333 is where the petrol is at. was telling me, oh, by the way, Bob's son works at a Mercedes-Benz dealer down in Florida. And he is telling me that those Mercedes-Benz, you can't just go to Walmart or AutoZone and buy windshield washer fluid for those things. You have to buy a jar of some kind of either a liquid or powder, and you add water to it, and that's what makes it your windshield washer fluid. I'm pretty sure it's a bottle, probably a concentrated liquid, but it's only made by Mercedes-Benz. Now, if you try to bypass that and just put in a regular windshield washer fluid, you'll actually ruin the windshield washer fluid motor. And I heard they're very, very expensive for the service. I don't know, man. Those things are just too much money in it, you know. Welcome to Caledonia, Wisconsin. Those Suburbans are nice. Between that and a Ford Excursion, man, those Ford Excursions are humongous, aren't they? Probably a V8. I don't know, do they still make V8s? I mean V12s? I'm sure they make V8s. I'm pretty sure that. It's the V12 I was trying to ask. I don't think they make V12s anymore. Here's another stupid question for you. let's just say, for the sake of conversation, for the sake of argument, sake of knowledge, let's explore the idea that if you had $1 billion in your bank account, what would you do with it? Would you build a hotel, a restaurant? Would you build build an airliner, bus tours? Would you build a business? That's basically what I'm asking. Would you spend the money and time to build a business? And I have to ask, why? Why would you do that? You're just buying into a lot of headache, right? Why do you need a business? To make more money? Now you're just being greedy. Well, you say, well, I want to build a business so that I can have people work and have a job. Quite noble, isn't it? I mean, certainly you can't just give money to people cash. I mean, that would probably ruin a lot of people's lives. I don't know. What do you think about the idea of building a business publicly owned? Right? Employee owned. Like a co-op kind of a thing. Everybody that works in that business is part owner. What would you do with $1 billion? You know, you would probably have to, if you make a business, you'll have to run into building permits, licensing, insurance, all kinds of bureaucracy. I often thought about, take a product, take a disassembled product, give it to the public, have the public install it or put it together, assemble it in their own garage and sell it back to you. For example, I don't know, something mechanical. Let's just say a couch. Okay? You sell the raw materials to the public at cost. They put it together. That way you don't have to put up a building, you don't have to get permits. What do you think? Especially in corrupt countries where it's impossible to build a business without bribing a local government. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that would be the way to go. You know, it's harder, it's easier to control a business, a single business, than to control the population, local population, right? You can't find everybody. You can't prevent people from making things. But politicians can block your business, can overtax you, and rules and regulations and zoning and all that bureaucracy. Do it like an Amazon style, you know. People go into like an Amazon style. They buy an object, all the parts, the kit for, people will buy the kit, ship it to their house, they assemble it in their own garage, you buy it back from them with good profit. You don't necessarily make money out of it. The whole idea is to give the profit to the people. Give people something to do. I don't know, maybe you could, somehow you could sell a kit for a car. Or a motorcycle, or whatever object comes in mind. Ship the kit to the people, and of course it has to pass rigorous, quality control, of course. Instead of having to put up a big old factory somewhere, or a big plant, I told you it was a stupid idea. I just can't see myself buying or building a business, or like a hotel or whatever, resort. Well, I guess if you wanted to have some kind of the pride of accomplishing something, I suppose. But then you'd fall into the category of the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. And for those of you who are my brothers and sisters in Christ, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? across the country and maintain a very good PM, you know, periodic maintenance schedule, just to see how long that car would last, or any car, you know. I wonder if you could put 1,000,000 miles on that thing. Stop every 3,000 miles for an oil change, you know. Do whatever is necessary to maintain it properly according to manufacturer's spec. Really wonder how long a car would last. What if somebody paid you 75 cents a mile to be a test driver for a car like that? Free gas too, you know. Free maintenance, free gas. You get paid 75 cents a mile to drive it. And of course, the more you drive it, the more you make money. Would you do it? I would. Again, you just have to stop every 3,000 miles to get an oil change and all that stuff. We are down to 27 miles to Oconomowoc. Temperature here is 67 degrees. Wow, it's getting cooler over here. What is that? A Camry? Oh, that's an Avalon. A Toyota Avalon. Time is 6:06. Merging on to Interstate 94 towards Madison, Wisconsin. Exit 1B. Uh-oh, somebody made a boo-boo. Girls TV show was canceled because of a certain episode where the girls were wearing some kind of a, I don't know, they were wearing dirt on their face for what do you call it, facial beauty purposes. And I think they canceled the show because it kind of represents kind of like a black face. Jiminy crickets. Imagine that, the Golden Girls show being canceled. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I wouldn't doubt it. That's just crazy. Miles to go. Yoo-hoo! For a while, that Toyota Solara right there, that was my wife's dream car. Oh, she'd been bugging and dreaming about that thing. She really wanted to have that car. I don't think they make them anymore. Welcome to Brookfield, Wisconsin, everybody. Everybody. Check out that Cadillac. Come on, Your Grace, giddy up, Your Grace. Let's go. Local time is 6:11, 67 degrees. I heard that you have to go to school for 3 weeks to load and unload those cars. Not the driving part. I think you need a CDL already. After you take your CDL, then you still got to go to truck driving school for how to load, unload those cars. I don't know, I think it'd be too scary if I ding a car, especially those brand new expensive cars. Jeez. you guys have Quick Trip in your city or state? I think Quick Trip is localized in Wisconsin. I could be wrong. This is Wauwatosa. Wait, no. Brookfield. This is Brookfield, Wisconsin. Bitchy spider. Here's a stupid question for you. Why are all casinos allowed to open? From what I understand, 50% capacity, but churches are not. Why the double standard? I think, if I were to guess, because casinos, the city and state makes money out of casinos, but they don't make any money on churches. What do you think? You think that's a possibility? I think so. many of you out there would take the current crisis pandemic, when they came out with a vaccine, how many of you out there would take that vaccine right away, or would you guys wait for a little while? How long would you wait until you start taking the vaccine? You know, I have never taken a flu shot. Never. From what I heard, the vaccine for the H1N1 wasn't that effective. In fact, when they came out, it was considered dangerous at first. I wonder if they would make the next vaccine a mandatory thing, you know? Here's another conspiracy idea. What if the next vaccine, they put all kinds of stuff in it, you know, make people sterile, to make the population of the world grow, not grow so much. Hey, I wouldn't put it past people, man. I'm sure there are mad scientists out there working on things like that. Who knows? All I know is we're 9 miles away to Romney's. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. I wonder how many of you are still on, be watching this all the way to the end. If you have, I salute you, my friend. You have my utmost respect and gratitude. All right, let's play a little game here. At the end of this video, I want you to type in the comment, cats and dogs. If you type in cats and dogs, don't say anything why, just type in cats and dogs, then I'll know who watched this all the way to the end. Okay? Don't tell nobody. That way nobody can cheat. Type in cats and dogs, and I'll know how many of you watched it all the way to the end, or at least at this point. Hot to trot. Almost missed his exit. Yeah, they've been having some night closures over here, so geez, I hope they're done with that. A couple of times I was here, they had a night closure, and boy, oh boy, it was tough getting out of here. .6 miles to the exit 282, Wisconsin 67. Douchman, Oconomowoc. Is it Dousman or Douchman? Oh no. Stay in your lane, Grace. Safe to say this is the vicinity of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, right now. Surely it is. Exit's coming up. Better get over. Come on, let's go. Turn green. Turn green. Holy smoke, it's 2 hours and 7 minutes. So the next video you'll see after this would probably be me saying hello to Tampers. Oh, one of the things I gotta do tomorrow is try to find out who took Goldie. Maybe I could recover Goldie tomorrow. I don't know. I'm missing my gold wing. So far, no information has come across who took it. Nobody volunteered. I highly suspect it's that rotten, no good, long haul Larry. I highly suspect that he did it, but I have no evidence of it, so we'll try to track her tomorrow. Hey everybody, from my heart, I sincerely thank you so very much for sticking with me. I tell you, having you guys to talk to on the camera here is very, very, very helpful. Life's not so boring, you know what I mean? So thank you, and God willing, we will see you tomorrow. For now, have a good and godly day. I hope I'm early enough. As always, I'm not allowed to film inside their facility, so we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks everybody. John, to be good here. Peace.